Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's been a minute, but we are back. I do want to get to a point where we can do this at least once a week. But welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more faith talks. See by the title, we're talking about being a light in the world, and we're just gonna get right into it. I realize the microphone is not close at all, and now it is. Sorry about that. If you couldn't hear me a little bit at first, make sure everything's good. All right. How y'all doing? The reason I haven't been uploading, we'll be honest here. This is an honest place, honest space. Brother really hasn't been in the word that much recently, and just been beaten up by life. I mean, we're all there. We all get beaten up by life, and so let's get some light in here. There we go. And I mean, with the combination of life beating you down and not being in your word. I mean, I'll be in my word for maybe like 5 minutes in the morning. Because I try, this is what I say, I try to get up early in the morning and spend an hour with God. And I tell that to people. And it's true, that's what I want to do. And sometimes I can do about 30 minutes. But sometimes I just go to bed and then wake up late and hurry through the word and only spend like 5 minutes with the Lord. So we're taking some faith steps, and now we're here. So let's roll into it. So we're going to be in Matthew chapter 5. This is the famous Sermon on the Mount. We're going to be chapter 5, verses 13 through 16. And it reads, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? Is it no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot? You are the light of the world. A town built up on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand and give light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Now, one of the things I want to point out to that was pointed out to me was this is Jesus speaking. We got the red letters right here. I don't know if you can see that, but we got the red letters, and Jesus is saying, "You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world." And for devotions at work, because we do devotions early in the week, we're going over, this right here. And it's been on my mind for the past couple weeks. And so I studied a little bit, took some notes. And so it's crazy to say, Jesus is the light of the world, but he also says that we are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp, put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been doing the best job, or doing just the best in general at representing Jesus. There's been times and moments in my life where I could have, represented Jesus, and I didn't. But there's also been times when I can represent Jesus and help someone, and I do. And so I'm not saying faith is based on works. All right, that's a whole different topic. We're not going to talk about that today. Talk about it later down the road, sometime. What were we talking about? I know what we're talking about. Hold on. Sorry, I just went off topic there, and now let's reel it in. We're human, of course. We'll fail, we'll mess up, we'll make mistakes. But back to it. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." And in devotions, if I can find my phone, there's different ways you can let your light shine. When you come to Jesus and accept Jesus, you can either take steps to let that light shine, or you can try to hide it. I mean, every decision you make is a choice. Okay? Every decision you make is a choice. Every decision you make is a step to represent, a step to choose Jesus, or a step to misrepresent, and a step to rebel. We're all human. We rebel from time to time. So, but at work, we came together and we talked about different ways we can let our light shine, and let me read it to you. How do we shine? Let me give you a few examples. Don't gossip. Slow to anger. Share time, testimony, treasure, knowledge, looking past another's faults, which I know can be hard if someone like does you wrong very badly, or someone does something to someone else and you hear about it and you're like, I know. But God looks past our faults. When we come to him, we repent, ask for forgiveness. So we should do the same to others. To forgive others. I mean, he even tells us it in the Bible. I mean, to forgive one another. Okay, serving, be kind, pray, being patient with people, generous, be an image bearer, forgiving every time, love the unlovable. That was mine. Well, I meant to say love the unloved, but also, I mean, unlovable works here too. There's a lot of people out there who others would deem to be unlovable, or would deem they don't deserve love. And I know sometimes I can be that way. I'm like, they don't deserve that. You know what they done? They don't deserve that. But like, we don't deserve God's grace and mercy. We don't deserve Jesus and what he did on the cross. And yet, because he loved us so much, he died for us and gave us mercy, because that's how much God loves us, which is crazy to think about. So loving the unlovable, self-control, worship, being available, humility, smile, joy, and peace. Smile, I'm working on. Some of these I'm working on. I'll give you some examples that stuck out to me that I need to work on. Definitely smiling. Because sometimes I'll walk around places. I'll walk around the workplace. I'll walk around the supermarket. I kid you not. I just be walking around. Like, that resting face, that from this to... And sometimes my friends and I talk about it, it's like the fact that our faces look like this. But once you get to know us, we're cool. All right, we smile, we laugh. That's definitely one I started working on. Serving, being kind. I know that's sometimes hard with people, which ties into being patient with people, because sometimes people just get on your nerves. That's just some of them that I'm looking at. I was about to say something. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I mean, one thing that's now circling in my head, there's a couple, and I'm going to say it before I lose it. I hear a lot of people say now, you could be the only Bible person reads. I mean, as a Christian, that's true. Of hanging out with some atheist friends, or just some of your friends that are questioning religion and dabbling in it, and they're looking to see you. They're looking up to you to see what is true. And it's like, we got to represent Jesus in those times. Yes, it can be hard, and yes, we fail. But we still got to try our best to represent Christ. And this one's weird to me. Not weird like weird to think about, but weird because two pastors that I listened to said this, like, same thing, bar for bar. They're like, imagine you get to heaven one day and someone calls you from afar and they're like, hey, you're the reason I'm going to heaven. Something like that. And it's just like, of course, we're not the reason. Jesus is ultimately the reason. But us representing Christ and, spreading the gospel, being an image bearing, smiling, forgiving others, just looking the complete opposite of the world, is how we let our light shine. And letting our light shine can ultimately bring people to Christ, bring people to the Lord. And yeah, So, again, let's read it. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 through 16. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. That concludes today's video. I don't know when I'll see y'all next. Hopefully it's next week. I'm going to be trying to get in my word a lot more and actually spend some more time with the Lord. Spend some more time studying the word. Spend some time more in worship. And yeah, I encourage you guys to do the same. Let your light shine. Try not, don't hinder the light. Let your light shine before others. Represent Christ. Yeah, we gonna fail. We gonna fall. If we didn't fail, then we wouldn't need Jesus. I heard that quote from someone, so don't quote me on that. But let's start letting our light shine. The church was most effective when it looked less like the world. Let's look less like the world and look more like Jesus. Hope you guys have a great day, great week, maybe great month. I don't know when I'll see y'all again. As I said, hopefully it's next week. So yeah, let your light shine, my brothers and sisters, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.